Hey there, my name's Austin. I'm the worldwide distribution maven here at Rocky Mounts. We're here today at the beautiful Third Flats Trailhead off of Little Park Road in Grand Junction, Colorado. And I'm here to show you how to build a WestSlope 3-bike hitch rack.
The WestSlope 3-bike hitch rack is capable of carrying 3 bikes, up to 40 pounds each, with the wheel sizes varying from 20 to 29 inches, so it is kid bike friendly. It will squeeze up to a 3-inch tire and can handle wheelbases up to 50 inches. It will fit 2-inch receivers only, all in one cost-effective and bomb-proof package. This video, in conjunction with the instruction manual, is set up to aid you in the assembly and functionality of the WestSlope 3. We will touch on each part included in the box as we walk through the building process. In the box you will find 6 tools, 2 box wrenches, 3 hex wrenches, and 1 Torx wrench. This is all you will need to fully build up your WestSlope 3. You may also notice as you are unpacking the WestSlope 3 that the wheel cups all have different color stickers on them. This is to aid you in the positioning of each wheel cup, and we will reference these stickers throughout the building process. We will start by installing the base of the rack into your hitch receiver. Insert the base into your hitch receiver, followed by the hitch bolt, along with a lock washer and a flat washer. The hitch bolt must go in from right to left or from the passenger side of the vehicle. With the box wrench or a 19mm socket, tighten the hitch bolt until you have eliminated any movement in the base. Finally, clip the cotter pin into the tip of the hitch bolt. If you purchase the WestSlope lock kit, use one of the premium lock pods instead of the included cotter pin. Next, we will install the main frame onto the base. Using the pivot bolt along with 2 flat washers and a 1/2-inch nut, align the frame with the base and push the pivot bolt through the main pivot. With both box wrenches, tighten the pivot bolt until the frame is secured to the base. You do not want the pivot bolt to be as tight as possible. Instead, you need it to move freely and securely. You can check this by pulling on the release handle and rotating the main frame to see if there is adequate friction. Installing the inner wheel cups is easy. Grab the red and yellow cup. The red goes onto the left side of the frame and the yellow on the right side of the frame. Align the through holes with the holes in the frame and install the 3 bolts using the M5 hex wrench. Before installing the frame arms onto the frame, you will need to install the middle and outer wheel cups. For the right frame arm, grab a yellow and blue wheel cup. The yellow wheel cup slides onto the frame arm from the capped outer end, while the blue wheel cup slides onto the open inner end. Like the inner arms, align the through holes in the frame and install the 3 bolts using your M5 hex wrench. Next, install the left wheel cups. Slide a green wheel cup onto the left inner frame arm from the male end, and slide a red wheel cup onto the outer left frame arm from the open inner end. Align the through holes and install the bolts following the rest of the wheel cups. Now we will install the outer frame arm assemblies onto the main frame. Simply slide the right frame arm onto the main frame. Then slide both the inner left frame arm and the outer left frame arm onto the main frame. Ensure that all 6 holes are aligned with the tap frame holes and attach using 6 M6 Torx bolts with 6mm washers using your Torx wrench. These bolts should be checked periodically to ensure they remain secure. Press the 3 rubber bumpers for the load arms into the outer frame arms. The load arms should be aligned so that the serrated edge is facing the outer or rear of the rack. Align the pivot end with the tabs on the frame arms and install each arm with an M8 bolt, 2 M8 flat washers, and an M8 nylock nut using both box wrenches. As with the main pivot bolt, the load arm should be tight enough to create a tight but free-moving pivot. These will need to be checked and tightened as they bed in. Slide the wheel hooks onto the load arms with the hook toward the wheel cups, followed up with the wheel hook limit screw, installing with your M3 wrench. Last, you just need to install the rear wheel straps onto the inner, middle, and outer rear wheel cups. The WestSlope 3 has 3 pivot positions: up for driving without bikes, a loaded position, and a drop position to access the rear of the vehicle. Pull on the release handle while lifting on the frame to release and adjust the frame position. When not in use, the load arms can be stowed securely by sliding the hook toward the rear wheel cup and letting the hook nest into the overhang on the cup. Loading bikes only takes a second. Open one or all load arms depending on how many bikes you wish to carry. Starting with the inner bike, place your bike under the rack with the front wheel nested into the front wheel cup. To eliminate handlebar interference, place the smaller of the bikes in the inner position. While holding the bike, pivot the load arm up and over the wheel and slide the hook down onto the front wheel. Ensure the hook is in contact with the fork for a secure fit. This contact is necessary and will not damage your fork as the hook has a soft touch rubber coating. If you also purchase the WestSlope lock kit, the cable and additional lock pod are used in tandem to secure your bikes to the rack. Simply loop the cable through the frames to create a lasso with the looped end. The metal disc slides over the tip of the pivot bolt and the lock pod clicks into that same bolt. We do not recommend that you use the lock kit while driving, as you may cause frame damage from the cable vibrating against your bike frame. We designed the lock kit to be a deterrent during quick trips away from your vehicle. As with all Rocky Mount products, your WestSlope 3 comes with our lifetime warranty. If you have any further questions or concerns, please reach out to our customer service team at ride@rockymounts.com.